Last year, our agency clients made $79 million in sales, and in 2024, they're set to do even more. But for most agencies, sales is one of the biggest issues that they face, and a lot of agencies die due to selling their services at a discounted rate, making them less profitable, making their growth really hard or impossible. But then you say, most of my prospects are saying I'm too expensive already. Well, you kind of are, but that's because of the way that you're selling. And you need to flip the script. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through the exact system that we use with our agencies, so you can leverage these steps and use them in your own agency to start growing profitably and sustainably. Here's the thing. The vast majority of agencies fail to realize this one particular thing, that belief in self is the first stage of any sales conversation. Without this, you have no potential sale whatsoever. So even if you have the best product and the best service and sliced bread, you're never gonna get them across the finish line unless they actually believe that what they're looking to accomplish is even possible. Let's say that you have a skydiving business and the person that you're talking to and trying to get them to go up in a plane with you believes that they're destined to die today. There's zero chance that you'll ever get them into that plane with you, because they believe that they're going to die today. And that belief system is the first piece. They have to believe that it's possible for them to accomplish the goal. A successful sales system should always start with an initial qualification call, one that is meant to get them motivated about the next stage. You need to have them first start to believe that what they are wanting is even possible, and doing it in a way that allows for you to make sure that who you're talking to even has the remote possibility of working with you. Do they have the money, really? Right? If your service costs $100,000, talking to a local barbershop, probably not going to be the right fit, and they have to have the revenue to do so. And remember that the only thing that you're looking to do here is you're not selling yourself yet. You're just selling the next call. Now your prospect is motivated for the call and seeing the possibility. What do we do next? Define the need, define the gap, and create safety. Don't sell. Once you have defined the gap, you're able to allow for the person to articulate to you why they need you, not you trying to convince them why they need you, because they already know. They're in the room because they have a problem. You don't need to do any convincing whatsoever. Otherwise, they would have never reached out. They would have never agreed to the call. They wouldn't actually be in the room. The entire sales conversation is a journey of getting to know you, understanding whether they can trust you. And they have to actually understand, what is the problem that I actually have, and what am I willing to invest? Is this problem big enough? Is my pain stark enough that allows for me to want to solve this problem and go through the arduous process, and largely in a lot of instances is, to get to the other side. So you need to kind of think of it as, I am on one side of a canyon and my goal is on the other, and have them actually start to fill that canyon of all the things that are kind of going on so they understand exactly what the gap is. What you need to do is close that gap, create safety, build trust. And how do we do that? We do it by actually understanding them, by asking them articulate and knowledgeable questions, and then providing advice that allows for them to see that we know what we are talking about and we know the specific situation that they are in, that they are not going to be a guinea pig because we have done this before. And so here's a stark, really hard rule. At a minimum, your prospective client should be speaking 70% of this call. You should be speaking no more than 30. If you're speaking more than 30% of this call, you're doing something wrong and you're making it harder for yourself. Lead, don't push. Now at this point, you have someone that is motivated, has the belief in self, and understands the gap. And they have ultimately made some aspect of a commitment themselves to now be and continue to invest their time in being in the next call. So every single one of us has evaluation criteria that we go through in order to make a purchase. We go through a risk assessment. What is the likelihood of us achieving the outcome? And each and every single one of your prospects goes through this exact same journey that you do, and recognizing what are the needs that they are going to have to go through and what are the pieces of information they're going to have to collect in order to be able to get to the next stage. At this point, they have made the emotional buy. They have been able to actually get to what is referred to as conceptual buy-in. Now all we need to do is assist them in taking that next step and rationalizing what they have already decided themselves emotionally, that they're here already because they want to buy from you. But they need to make sure that, is the risk profile too big? And as you have a higher amount of risk, lower the price, less likelihood of sale, lower the risk, higher the price, more like high likelihood of sale. So it's simple. All you need to do is re-articulate all the things that they have said to you. Remind them of the emotional buy that they've already suggested to you, and why the prior call was them speaking at least 70%, because you're gaining all the information that you need in order to be able to tell them and have them understand exactly what is the risk versus reward profile. And then you share with them your system, how you're going to mitigate the risk, have them understand what is the investment versus ROI or reward, and so that they understand exactly what they're getting themselves into. The vast majority of agencies are overcomplicating all of this and are really nervous about revealing the price, about how is someone going to respond to it because we feel like we're too expensive. But all it is an understanding of what is the risk versus reward. And more people, if they have the lower the risk and assuming that they have the financial resources, it allows for them to be able to make the decision wholeheartedly and stepping in, making the best possible decision for them. And the price becomes a whole lot less relevant because they recognize here's the gap, here's the issue, here's what I've tried, here's what I've done, here's why I can't, here's why I need this agency, here's why I trust them, and here's the potential for me if I invest with them. And now you're allowing for them to rationalize the thing that they have already emotionally decided. It is actually a very simple system that allows for you to be able to create safety, bring them along, lead, and not convince. All right, so this is all great. You now are able to sell. However, it doesn't really make any difference if you're not able to actually have your projects and your clients be profitable, does it? Because we need profitability, we need sustainability. So what I want you to do is check out this video where I explain how an agency can be as profitable as possible